Hey everybody, it's your girl Charlotte Van Horn, Black Expats in Panama. How y'all doing? Listen, I just need to get on here and holler at you real quick. Can I holler at you real quick about something that just struck me so profoundly today? And it's about generational advancement and being our ancestors' wildest dreams. Let me take you there for a second, okay? Here's the thing. When I was growing up, and a lot of y'all know my story, when I was growing up, the only people that traveled that I knew of, that I can remember, were people that had gone to Vietnam. Okay, so that was my history as far as being a child and what my exposure was to travel. And y'all know I always say I didn't pay attention in geography. Well, I had an old school teacher tell me the other day, she said, girl, they had stopped teaching it. What? I don't remember that. But anyway, I can remember learning geography, I guess, in elementary school. But after she said that, I'm like, maybe. Anyway, I digress. But what I wanted to say is this. Check out this generational stuff, okay? Check out this we are our ancestors' wildest dreams stuff. That was me as a child. I didn't get my passport until I was 40 years old. Go a generation up. My mother never left the country, let alone my mother never flew. She never flew on a plane. My mother never went any further than a car could drive her, from New Jersey to wherever. I think I can remember her going to Georgia, West Virginia. I know we went to Ohio. But that was it. That's all I could think of as far as mommy traveling, okay? Then when I got my first passport, I was 40 years old. And when I got my passport, guess where the first place I went? You got that. I went to Panama first. That was the first international trip that I took with my husband and my daughter, Sade. Sade got her passport the same time. She was 18. So here we go. My mother never had a passport, never went too far from New Jersey. I didn't have a passport, didn't have any international experience with people until I was 40 years old. And then my daughter, now, this next generation, she had her passport at 18. Come on now, we going somewhere, right? Okay, she had her passport at 18. She got the travel bug, baby. When we took her to Panama the first time, and she has just been on the road ever since. Fortunately for her, she was blessed to marry a pilot, and I love my pilot son. Okay, so she got her passport at 18. She's traveled all over the place, and since then, she has had another child. God has blessed my line with another generation. And my granddaughter, she had her passport by the time she was 2. Okay, so here we go. Mommy never had one. I got one at 40. My daughter got one at 18. Her daughter got one at 2. Come on, where are we going? You understand? Or she had it by 2. Let me just say that, because I think she actually had it before that. So what I'm saying is that, don't think because you haven't seen nobody do it that it can't be done. And always be thinking ahead, how can I take my generations further? Let me tell you the most exciting thing about my granddaughter. My granddaughter has traveled to so many places, and she's 5 years old. Actually, right now she's in Paris. Can you believe that? Can you believe that thing is in Paris? I think they was in New Zealand at Christmas time, and somebody asked her, they said, why did you go to New York? Because she went to New York as well recently. And she said, for pizza. Come on. Can you believe that? From my mother, who never left the United States, not far from New Jersey, to my granddaughter, who told somebody she went to New York for pizza, baby, and has had her license to travel the world almost since she's been born. I'm telling you, if this is what we can do generationally compared to what our ancestors were not able to do, what is Zola's lineage going to look like? What else do we have? How more exciting can it get in broadening ourselves, and traveling internationally? I'll tell you one more thing and I'm gonna let you go. I didn't even mean for it to be this long. I'm sorry. But here's the thing. Back when I was little, there was this older lady. And my mom would tell you, she said, you leave these old people alone. All my girlfriends were 70 years old, okay? And, oh yes, Mr. Lever, Miss Ella, Miss Cruz, you know, Miss Harris, Miss Terry. I had some old ass girlfriends, okay? Loved them old ladies for some reason. But anyway, this one lady, Miss Cruz, she gave me a bag full of international coins. I was probably about 8 or 9 maybe, and it was a bag, a Crown Royal bag, y'all. You know those the blue ones. And because we was friends, and she gave it to me. You know how old folks give you stuff on the slap? Look, that's for you. That's for you, right? Look, baby, when I got them international coins from all over the world, I still can't tell you if she traveled the world, where she got those coins from. I had no idea of the value of it. But when I found out that Mr. Pinky at Simpkins Candy Store wouldn't take that money from me, your girl was upset. Why Miss Cruz give me this? I probably said bullshit back then because I started cussing early, I'm just saying. And you know what? She also had a gold ring in that bag, and it didn't fit my finger. It was a gold ring. It was probably my first piece of 14 karat gold jewelry. So I gave it to my cousin because it didn't fit the finger that I wanted to wear. It had no value. You know, I had no idea of the value. What I'm saying, y'all, is that don't be discouraged. If you don't have your passport, get it. Just start there. Just start there. Then holler at your girl, come on out to Panama, but just start there. And when you get your passport, like I did, when I got my passport, I made sure that the one person that if I ever left that country, again, I needed to take with me, or wanted to be with me, was my daughter. And she got her passport the first time, just like I did. So listen, get your passports, celebrate our ability, especially get your passport for Black History Month. Come on now, y'all. Get your passport for Black History Month. It's important. You know, I know I cut up and fool with y'all a lot, but it is important. And make sure, I'm going to find out what my granddaughter went to Paris for, and I'll let y'all know, because I'm going to tell you right now, the girl went from Florida to New York for pizza. I love you, I love you, I love you! And there's just nothing you can do about it. Charlotte Van Horn, Black Expats in Panama. I will talk to you later.
So we're going tomorrow, Zola. That's where we're going tomorrow. I guess. What? Not Paris. I wish. We're going to the beach.